delighted this morning to have in studio with us Mia Hennelly from Ballina. She's a student in St Anne's Community College, a TY student in Killaloe, and she this week has been crowned the Junior Chef Ireland champion. So you're delighted with yourself, Mia. We're delighted to have you here this morning.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here. It's brilliant. I was so lucky to get the call to come. I was very excited.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a fantastic achievement, isn't it, at your age? You're 16?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the competition and how did you get into it?
So it all started, I did home ec for junior cert, and I've always loved cooking, like since I was very young. My mum always cooks and my dad always cooks. Everyone in our house just loves cooking and loves food, to be honest. But so then they did a culinary course for us in TY, and they got Dermot O'Callaghan from the LCETB to come in. And every week from 9 until 1 on a Tuesday we did cooking all day. We'd make things like cinnamon rolls, scones, curries, soups, loads of different things. And so then they picked me to go through to the competition stages of the course. Okay. So we had training in the Hospitality College in Roxborough in Limerick with Tom Flavin and Jim O'Callaghan. So they'd be kind of the heads of the two head chefs that will say train in the schools and then bring them into the competition stages. Right. And so we had a semi-final and in the college where I made a stuffed chicken breast served with leek sauce and some veg, and then I did a lemon meringue pie for my dessert, and I got through to the final then. So there was 8 of us and then it was dropped down to 4. Yeah, and then so we did more training then in the college, and I made great friends with the girls who were there, and we're all really close now, so it's lovely.
And were they all from the Munster area?
Yeah, so everyone was kind of in Limerick schools. So we'll say there was Abbeyfield, Crescent Comp, Mungret, I think. There was a good few, like kind of, it was all Limerick, Shannon kind of regions. Okay. And so then we were lucky enough to be given the opportunity to make the canopies for an event in the Strand Hotel. A week before the competition, right? Just to kind of get, so the competition was held in the Strand Hotel,
so you got familiar with the using the hotel,
exactly, yeah. And so we got familiar with the kitchen and where everything was and kind of thing. So the competition rolled around, and the 4 of us, you know, we were still very friendly with each other. There wasn't any like violence or anything against each other.
No competition.
No. So we all put the heads down. It was 2.5 hours, and I made the same dish as I made in the semi-final. And I changed and I made a chocolate mousse with passion fruit caramel and raspberry coulis. And gorgeous. So hungry thinking about it, yeah. And so then I came out second by half a point. But it was lovely to see one of the other girls like as well, because you know there was no hard feelings with it. Yeah. I was delighted for her as well. So and then because we all took part in this competition, we got drafted into the national competition.
Okay.
So there was 3 of us who went into the national competition. One of the girls couldn't make it. She was on her holidays in Barcelona, so she's lucky. So then there was opportunities to do a bit more training in the college, but I couldn't make it because I had rugby and things going on, so I wasn't able to make it. But so then we went and arrived in TUS in Limerick, and Tom and Dermot were there again, and it was held or hosted by the Limerick Rotary Club.
Okay.
So they were kind of the sponsors of it.
Right.
Mm. And then we had 3 hours to cook, and so we were set up in the kitchen area, the hospitality centre of the college.
Okay.
It was fully equipped kitchen. It was brilliant, like
very
professional, exactly. And we were given all our ingredients from the college, we'll say in the hospitality college.
Okay.
So that was very handy as well. Yeah. And then so we started cooking. It all went very smoothly. Like it was very relaxed because we had so much time. Yes. And you were chatting away I was chatting away to Laura, and you know, we were no pressure. We were kind of chatting away, being nice. It was nice. Yeah. Like
that was nice.
Yeah.
Feeling under pressure.
Yeah, exactly. You would, because I was chatting away to one of the girls, and she said, "Keep the chat to a minimum, girls." I was like, "Oh God." But so then. We served the dishes, so obviously it's based off taste and presentation. So you set up a presentation and you bring out your dish, and the judges there, you're kind of like looking at them a bit nervous, but
I think the Great British Bake Off.
Stop, yeah, no, that's what it's like. It actually
and how many judges are there?
So there was 3 judges, and they were, I think 2 of them were from the Rotary Club, and then one was a chef in LIT, so he was in the kitchen while we were cooking, monitoring what we were doing, how clean we were and things like that.
Technical side of it.
Exactly. And then they, the 3 of them then did the tasting as well, so we weren't in the room or anything for that, but so we were back in the kitchen. And then they called us all out after everything had been tasted and sorted and whatever. And we were all standing there, and they did all the thank yous and all that type of stuff. And they stood us all in a line. It was like MasterChef. It was very, very professional.
Like their dish in front of you.
So they had there was a table with their dishes on it, and we had to print a little menu of what the dish was and things like that. And then they announced, they were like, okay, so we're going to announce the winner now after doing all their thank yous and everything like that. And so Tom Flavin, who was one of our mentors, he got to announce it because it was his initiative to start the competition. And so he said, he was like, right, okay, so the winner of the competition is Mia Hennelly. And I was like, oh my God, I freaked. And the girls, we were all hugging and everything. It was lovely. They were delighted for me.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Everyone got an engraved knife as a chef's knife.
So they always have it.
Yeah, they always have it to as a memory.
And you have a beautiful trophy here as well.
Yeah, I did. It was it was.
You have it in front of you.
Yeah, it is, and they're going to get it engraved and everything. It'll be brilliant. Yeah, and it's got little chef hand knives on it. It's really cool.
It's lovely.
And then I got gifted a chef's knives kit as well. So I was delighted with that, so I can use that now when I'm at home. My dad's more excited about it than me. I think he loves it. So
it's brilliant for the school as well.
It's so we had Gráinne Scalan won the Shannon region competition last year. So when
student in St. Anne's,
yes, so when they did the whole course last year in TY, she won the Shannon region one last year, and so this year was the first year of the national competition.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so it's nice to kind of be starting it off.
Absolutely,
exactly, yeah. Brilliant. So it's good to be kind of starting I don't mean the trend, but
the ball rolling.
Exactly, get the ball rolling, and it'd be great to see it grow as a competition. Now there was only 6 of us competing this year, so it'd be great now to see next year if there's going to be more,
bigger and better.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm sure it will in time get much bigger.
And sure, the teaching the culinary in the schools in TY, it's the perfect year because you want to learn about what you want to do for a career. You want to learn in TY all new things that you haven't done before.
And you have time.
And you have so much time. You have so much time, and so it's the time to be teaching and learning. And so I'd say they'll get a load of students in who are coming in and I'm after doing this course now, so I might as well give it a go. Do you know?
So what are your plans for the future? Would you go down the culinary line, or has it swayed you either way, or had you any plans that way anyway? Before,
I never would have thought of it as a career. I was like, I'll keep this as a hobby, it'll be lovely. Yeah. And then now that I've been taught so much by Tom, by Dermot, by everyone in the hospitality college, by everyone in the competitions, that's made me think, I'm just like, why would you want to do anything else?
Really?
Yeah, because I love cooking, and I always have, and sure, why wouldn't you want to be doing something you love? You know,
well, if you love it. It's not a job if you love it.
Exactly. It's not work
TY is great, really. Now, in that respect, that it gives you the chance to see what you like doing.
Exactly.
So it's obviously run very well. I mean, Scariff is the same. It's run exceptionally well as well, and Killaloe is obviously the same. It's a fantastic course for students because, like you, even some of the boys get to do cookery, the girls get to do woodwork. It's courses you've never have done.
But sure, even forgetting about, we'll say, a competitive side or a career. Like, people need to know how to cook for life. It's the basics that you need to know for if you want to survive.
Exactly.
You know,
you're a very sensible girl.
You don't want to be eating spaghetti hoops on toast the whole time.
Lots of mothers of sons would love you.
Delighted for
well, that's just brilliant. Now, Mia, we're delighted for you. But we were talking there just before we started recording, and of course, you have another string to your bow.
Yes. So I'm playing rugby a lot.
Tell us a bit about that. We should say, of course, we're recording this now Friday night because Mia has a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm playing with the under-16s Munster 7s team, and we have our quarterfinals for the Interpros tomorrow morning. So we'll be up in Dublin in the IRFU High Performance Centre.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we were there last week, and we played against Connacht, we played against Ulster and Leinster, and sadly we lost to Leinster, unlike the senior lads, but hopefully now we'll beat them out a bit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started playing rugby when I was 10, with the boys, so because there was no team for the girls.
Killaloe Rugby.
Yes, yeah. So there was no teams for the girls at that age, so it was kind of just join in what you can and try not to get killed. But then when I was 12, I started joining in with the under 16 girls, kind of getting the skills going, the passing, tackling, and things like that. And then we moved on, and there was an under 14s team brought in and an under 16s team brought in, and that's kind of where it all went. And I started playing in first year then with the school.
With St. Anne's.
With St. Anne's, yes, who have been very successful recently.
It's a great rugby. I suppose
it's an area.
It is. You've Rosie Foley and the other girl.
Grace Carney. Grace Carney has really launched it in the school. So we'll say I think St. Anne's would have really been known for GAA really.
Yes.
And we've definitely put our mark down and put our stamp down and said we want this school to be known for girls rugby. So this year we got the double header in Junior Cup and Senior Cup. So it was such a brilliant experience. Yeah, we were playing in Musgrave Park in Cork, so it was unreal. It's undescribable, and everyone was laughing, crying, everything, it was delighted.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you train outside of school hours, obviously.
Yeah, so we train.
It's a big commitment.
It is, so we train after school on Monday, and then you're training with club on a Wednesday, and then you're training with Munster on could be a Tuesday and a Thursday. Okay. So it definitely keeps me busy anyway. Yeah.
Good job you're in TY, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
You're in the right year.
Yeah, definitely.
And you had a bit of an injury, you told us.
Yes, so last year I missed out on playing in Junior Cup and in some of the Munster squads and things like that because I broke one leg in December, and then I came back and I was back playing, and then I broke the other one in March.
I should have phrased that, it's more than a bit of an injury. They're two major injuries.
Yeah.
And you have gone back playing.
I've gone back. It definitely took a lot of resilience, because I'm not very good with patience.
How long was in between the two breaks?
So it was December, and then I came back the end of January, and then I was playing for February, and it happened in the start of March.
Oh my God. And then when did you go back after?
I was back then. See, the season kind of ended May time, so I was just back for the end of the season. And then once September came around, the season started back up, and I was in with Munster and things like that, so it was brilliant.
You had a bit of time to recover
exactly
for the summer.
A lot of gym work and physio and stuff.
And the hurling kept me going during the summer. So
you play camogie as well?
I do, I play with Ballina,
So your parents must be very busy bringing you to and from.
Yes, they are, definitely.
A little taxi sign up.
Yeah, we love carpool, we love that. It keeps us busy. But both my siblings play rugby and they play sports as well, so we're flying around the country most of the time.
So how many are in your family? Have you brothers and sisters?
I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Ellie is 14 and Phelim is 12.
So the eldest?
Yes.
And they play rugby as well?
Ellie plays rugby. Phelim now would be more with the GAA. He plays, but he's more a GAA head in him. Yeah.
Wow. So you're going into fifth year now when you go next year?
Oh God, don't talk about it.
It's over then, you might have much time for everything else.
I think I'll have to kind of calm down a bit.
Exactly. Don't change it all.
You'll get to manage it.
Yeah, it'll be brilliant. Yeah, exactly. I think it's so important to keep time for sports and things like that. I know school and education obviously is really important, but I think beyond that, for we'll say your mental state and for physical health and mental health and everything, it does wonders.
And it's a good social thing as well.
Exactly.
So you make friends that you probably have forever.
You'll make friends for life from it. Yeah, exactly.
Like you even said about making friends with the girls with the cookery.
Friends
on Facebook.
Exactly.
You'll always be able to be in contact.
Yeah, but sure, that's what I always say about TY. If I'm talking to any, will say third years coming into TY, take part in as many things as you can, whether it's a new sport, whether it's it doesn't matter if you're new, because as long as you're taking part, because you'll make new friends, you'll get new skills. I never thought I'd be winning a cooking competition at the start of TY. If I went back talking to myself in September, she'd be like, what are you doing?
It's amazing. It just shows we all need to get outside our comfort zone.
Exactly.
Push the boundaries. So getting back to the rugby, where do you see your future in that?
I mean, I'd love to be playing for Ireland someday, and I'd love it, and I really would like to work until I get there, and whether that's getting there and then falling and getting there and falling, I really just want to work until I get there. Yeah.
You definitely have the commitment for it. Definitely.
You have a wonderful outlook on life.
Whether that's for, we'll say, sevens or a 15 squad, I love the experience of will say succeeding and like, you know, even if you're getting beaten back and it's still just coming back and working, you know,
and it's coming back again.
Exactly, just like getting those achievements, like they mean so much. Like, so we'll say, like, to your family, to your friends, to everyone, it just means so much. And like to yourself, like, you know yourself that you've worked hard for this, and then to get it, it's huge.
Great sense of achievement.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. So and like you really feel such an appreciation, because you know there's other girls there who'd give their right arm to be in your position, and so you just have to really like appreciate what you have when you have it, because like in the blink of an eye you could have a broken leg. Do you know?
As well,
exactly.
And are there many of the girls from St. Anne's playing rugby with Munster?
So we've actually got, so Ballina Killaloe now has become a great feeder club for Munster. So you know the way now with boys, there's like the main ones. So it's like Young Munsters, like Munchin School kind of thing. That's always kind of been a big school. So it's brilliant now, because Grace Carney has set us up so well that we'll say for school and for club, we've got such great feeding into Munster. So some of my friends like Tula Ryan, Grace Dillon, the two of them now would be on the squads with me, same age as me, and we've got some of the younger girls in third year coming up as well. So we've got Aoife Coleman and Lucy Pearl coming up as well. So everyone's kind of getting their chances, and we've got some great role models. So we've got Maeve Oak, like Maeve O'Leary, she's playing on the international squad, which is just like
and of
ridiculous.
course your age then helps the younger ones below you as well.
Exactly, and like so Rebecca Rogers now got to play with the under-18s Ireland squad last year, I'd been very close with her, and like she's such a role model to me, and so was Maeve Oak, like to have that feeling that you could be someone's role model in the future. It's such a pleasure, of course, or such like you have such pride in it, and like to think that, so you know, you're so proud of them and you're looking up to them, and to think that someone could look up to you as well, it's just it's such an amazing feeling.
You'd like to be in their shoes one day.
Exactly.
But I think you will be. I think you will have people looking up to you.
Keep going the way you are, And remember who interviewed you first here?
Remember where it started.
You're talking to a Rugby International Trish down the line.
There's a big commitment to, I'd say, from your teacher, you know. I mean,
no,
outside of the normal school hours, I'm sure
she only just came off maternity leave, right? She only came back there after Christmas in February. And like she was straight into it and got us back training and got everything sorted. Even while she was on maternity leave, she's messaging me and she's like, have you got the jerseys? Are you organised for this match? And she's so committed. She's so committed to the cause. And that's 100%. I put my life on it that she is the reason that St. Anne's has succeeded so much, that I succeeded so much, that all the girls who are doing so well, will say, with Munster, with schools rugby, with club rugby, whether you're at the lowest of standard or whether you're playing at a really high standard, it doesn't matter your ability, your size, or anything like that. She'll get you involved and she'll get you playing as good as you can, as best as you can. Exactly. Exactly.
But isn't that great testament to her as a teacher too as well?
Exactly.
Like she's obviously 110% committed. If she's on maternity leave and she's texting you,
she's unreal. She's like I'd love. She's another role model. Like
she does sound like a role model to have that
commitment. She's delighted now when she hears the praise that you're giving her.
Hopefully now, and sure, like obviously Rosie Foley, she's a great role model as well to have in the school, and to have her daughter came into first year and she's playing with us as well. So she's another great one to have on the team.
We interviewed Rosie here a couple of years ago, and sure, she's married to Scariff and Pet. It was her put us in contact actually. It was. So to get back to tomorrow, the Munster, you never told us that you're captain tomorrow.
Yes, I am. I don't even have the words to describe it. Like it's such a privilege to be named captain, because obviously I support all of my girls on my team, and any of them I'd put them ahead of me any day. And you know, it's such a pleasure, because to know that the coaches and that your team, they support you and they trust you to take a leading role,
to take that role,
exactly.
And
it's made me learn to like kind of calm myself and keep my nerves, to keep everyone else kind of level-headed. But
it's a big responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. It was. I'm not gonna lie. When I first found out, I was like, "Oh, jeepers, what am I gonna be doing?" But sure, look, I
can understand though from speaking to you how you you would get that.
Thank you.
You're a great leader.
Yes,
you will be a role model. Absolutely. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes.
No, it's such a good opportunity, and I'm so grateful for it.
Oh, it was brilliant. Well, listen, the best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks so much.
And Mia, thank you so much, Mia Hennelly from St. Anne's Community College in Killaloe. I think you'll go a long way, definitely, Mia. And
Thanks
I think
so
we'll
much.
talk again in the future. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here.
Keep
Thank you.
I will.
Keep playing rugby.
I will. Thanks a million.
Thanks very much, Mia.